Hi, I'm making this YouTube video because God has shared some things with me and He wanted me to share it with the world. So I have what I just discovered. I have the gift of prophecy, and I was waiting on the Lord to confirm that with me. And I'm not going to explain to you how I found out that my gift is prophecy, because I feel like the way that God shared it with me was a secret way that He might use to share with others to confirm that that's what your dreams or your visions and premonitions are. So I have dreams, and I never understood what a lot of my dreams meant, and I'm starting to learn how to interpret them by trusting the Spirit and letting it show me what the dreams mean. When I ask, He's starting to reveal what they mean. So the other day, today is March 26th, 2 days ago, I had a dream that I was in a mall or some type of public restroom that was pretty nice. So like maybe the movie theater, I don't know. And I was trying to use the restroom, and I heard two men come in, and I thought that was quite strange. So I peeked through the stall door. I like cracked it open and looked out, and I saw two men dressed with wigs on and women's clothing, but they had full beards. So I really knew that they were men. They were looking like men. They weren't, I won't say they were ugly, but they looked like men dressed in women's clothing. So I was kind of scared to still use that bathroom stall because it was relatively close to the two men. So what I did was I went out and played it off and went to another stall that was angled a different way down another aisle. So I used the stall ways away, but I really had to use the bathroom. And there was other women in there that looked kind of scared as well. So I didn't think anything of it. I just thought the dream was really strange, like really strange. And the day went by, and usually I still have dreams written in my dream notebook that I have no idea what they mean. They were really strange. But this one was very brief, and a lot of my dreams are really long, and they go from scene to scene to scene to scene. So it was like a message to me. So I was like, well, since the dream was so short and it was very clear and very vivid, what does this dream mean, God? Like, I asked him once, and honestly, like, it just went out my head. I didn't even think about it again till like later that day when I was making dinner. I was cooking and I had time to myself, and sometimes you have to be alone to hear God's voice. And He had told me, like, that dream meant that soon the LGBT community, and I might be saying it wrong, please forgive me if I am, um, pretty soon they will have laws being passed across Ohio or somewhere that I might live. You know, I live in Ohio, so I'm assuming that it's going to be close to my home. And they're going to pass laws for transgender men to be able to use the restroom with women. So that drew a concern to me because I was thinking, I don't have daughters, but I am somebody's daughter. And I know how overprotective my mother and my grandmother was raising me about our bodies and being exposed to men and even our boy cousins that were the same age as us. So I was just thinking in my thoughts, like, man, like, imagine sharing a bathroom with grown men being a little girl. You know, some people, I wouldn't recommend it, but some people do send their younger children to the bathroom, teenagers to the restroom alone. So, what if grown men are just, because of this law and they're pedophiles or rapists, are dressing up as women to be able to go into these restrooms? You know, you're not checking their history if they were always transgender and they're really, you know, gay. So you're sending these grown men into bathrooms with little children and teenage girls. And and not only that, like, you have people, I mean, men that have records that rob people and steal, and we carry purses with money and credit cards, and if you send them in the bathroom, I could just see that won't go well in so many ways. Like I just named a few ways that it can go left, that if we share bathrooms with grown men. Um, and that is no offense to the real transgender men, but I just feel like straight men that have these issues um, with pedophilia and or robbery, whatever, they're gonna make this really hard. And I just don't feel comfortable sharing a restroom with a grown man. And a lot of you men out there, I know that you wouldn't want your daughters, going to the mall with their friends and they're going in the restroom possibly alone, and grown men are in the restroom using the restroom. That's pretty scary. But I believe that God put that on my heart and He wanted me to share it with the world. And He's been giving me a lot of dreams. So as I ask the Lord what they mean, I will bring it to you. And I have to go because my son is calling me. But I just wanted to put that word out for you guys and give you something to think about. So keep your eyes open. If there's a law that tries to get passed, vote against it. Just pay attention.